No, we're losing viewers, Cora. Stop. We're in minus viewers now. So, we didn't have the splash screen today. Let's chuck that sound on. The sound is low. I received a phone call just before we started, which threw off my little prep routine of having nothing ready. Where is my... There we go. Who wants to remind me, Cora, what happened last week, Cora, and what cool information we may or may not have found out?
So much cool information. My life partner, Harris, or at least my mate, Harris, turns out is alive, and he's walking around with a bunch of dudes that we kind of sort of maybe partially know. One that we were supposed to meet and never actually got to meet. One that was Bracken that you guys all knew before I was around that's now dead. One that's a demon that is completely Barty's fault. And some other dude that seems like he's got some form of leprosy or something.
It's a good roundup.
And we think it was about a week ago that this was written, I think. Did we decide?
Can you name any of them who aren't Bracken?
Nim.
Yes.
And someone beginning with a V and someone beginning with an M.
Fairly certain
Milliam.
I heard Alex's heavy whisper then.
No, we just talked about it on the dog walk.
Miliov, Nem. Who was the V? Because I was like, this name seems so familiar.
Vilnius.
Viggo Mortensen.
Vilnius. I'm telling you, that is definitely something. Vilnius.
So Cora is ready and raring to go. Except now you guys all want to have a little sleep. So.
Yeah, because you're tired. You are all very tired after a long day's trekking and fighting and trekking uphill through snow, both ways. Yeah, so you were very all presumptuous about thinking you were getting a long rest, but...
We weren't that presumptuous.
Aha!
We were hopeful.
Is it supposed to be super loud?
Yes.
That was crazy.
Where is it coming from? Can we tell?
No, it just woke you up in the night. But now, you can all apply a long rest.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I send 6 envoys to Vilnius, I get +4 culture in every theatre square district. Vilnius is a city-state in Civ 6. That is why the name was so familiar.
I thought you were actually about to try and find a way to complicate just sleeping then. Yeah, I was like, no, it's not combat. This only happens... So what, that's one of like the vassal states that you can pop into, is it?
Yeah, Vilnius. I knew it was familiar.
How's it spelled in Civ?
Vilnius.
Yep, exactly. Exactly right. Fair enough.
Excellent.
What's
Vilnius and his friend Prague and his other friend Milan.
And I'm sure that Civ 6 is... Well, obviously, Vilnius is going to be named after an actual place, then, isn't it?
It's the city. It's the capital of Lithuania.
What a strange... What a strange name to give an NPC.
Oh, is he an official one?
Yeah.
Nice.
Fair enough. Okay. Wow, that's weird. And you never met London Martikov.
I know.
No. Bolton. So, yeah, a night's sleep, or a period of hours, there are no nights, sleep is had, and you begin to gradually, naturally wake up without the triggering of any sort of alarm spell. And as you do wake, the first of you to poke your heads outside the tent will see that it is significantly heavier downfall of snow today.
And we thought it couldn't get any worse.
Boom, ba-doom, boom. Okay.
Shall we get on the road?
Yeah. We should probably pack up the tents, though, first.
Did we not use the tents that they left?
I put
No.
up at least one tent.
And then my unseen servant put up the others. We didn't all cram into... Saying that, though, I presume this was a massive tent that they were all sleeping in, DM?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense now, because when we first saw it, I'm like, that's a massive tent, is that the right size? And you're like, oh no, it's a bit oversized. And then I think maybe you forgot that, oh actually no, wait, that is right, there was 5 people sleeping in it.
No, it's meant to be a 4-man tent and we're more than 4. We're just saying they got slightly snug. This is where Vilnius and Nem are both halfling.
I mean, it'll be quicker for us to pack up our own tents. To be fair, yeah, I probably wouldn't have necessarily put up all the tents then if I'd have realised that this was the size of that it was meant to be. So, yeah. Well, anyway, we'll pack up the tents first.
Or he's just like literally jamming tent stuff into a bag haphazardly.
We all know how that goes.
And then
Even the
pegs.
bag of holding probably couldn't have a 2-man tent put back into it after it's been opened.
Every time I put the Christmas tree lights in the bag of holding, come out, they're all tangled up again.
Yeah, you go and buy new ones each year.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you sort of make your morning camp noises, Sir Eric sort of gradually comes wading back through the snow, which is quite a bit deeper than when he left, and he just he gives a nod at you're now being awake, and just turns back to face towards the entrance that you came down from this little gully. Just maintains keeping a bit of a more casual watch closer to home.
Greetings, Sir Eric. Did you see anything of interest overnight?
The night was uneventful, though I did hear cries.
Like the loud one that we heard that woke us up? Or, like, people?
It is nothing, no sort of person. A loud, echoing roar.
I look around at the group trying to work out if this is something that means anything to any of them, if they might know what could make such noises.
Did we recognize such a sound?
You made no such checks at the time.
Do I recall if I know anything that...
Make me a nature check.
I too shall see whether I...
As will I.
Doesn't sound like anything I've ever heard before.
Alright,
Look like much
Bernard.
of anything to me. No.
None of you have ever heard a sound like this before.
Even
And,
Barty.
there may be an element of it that was like the distortion from, you know, the weather and the echo of it, but no part of what you heard sounded familiar. Even Barty.
Shake my head.
Let's hope we don't have to find out what makes that noise then, hey?
I'm sure you won't.
Now that's the kind of luck we have.
It's the bellowing goldfish of Mount Kakis.
I mean, to be fair, the one throughout the entirety of Berez was just a big cow.
Very true.
A cow of death.
I mean,
Yeah,
he didn't kill
angry
anybody.
now. Still angry.
You still went there with too many NPCs. His conal attack was insane. To be fair, he was one of those creatures where, with the Catoblius, like almost all of his abilities were just things that are just like, if they reach 0, they straight up die. So I think it's one of those ones that has a potential to just be like
TPK.
you thought I was going to be just something meaty to tank, but I have fucked shit up.
I will, kind of like, I'll ignite the campfire while we're kind of packing up, just to get a bit of warmth on ourselves.
Do you really think we have time for that?
Well, it takes me a cantrip to light it, so I think we're covered. Just saying, just get a bit warm, get a bit of warmth before we head off. While we're packing up a little bit of warmth around us.
It also draws attention to us, though.
Says the woman who was never-ending
Wanting to
story, a pack of giant owls.
Yeah,
It's a bit conspicuous.
We did have the fire burning all night
Oh, did we?
until we went. Well, unless we're all sat around in the dark talking.
You had a bit of a chat, and then I think
We had
you
some
actually
food.
said you were snuffing it before you went to bed, so that's why I right-clicked it.
Yeah. We cooked some wolf shanks, hanks, and hunks and chunks.
My bad.
So yeah. Let those that aren't packing up tents and stuff kind of like have a little bit of a warm.
Are you all having a ration?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Surely will.
I shall reduce the party bag total by a further 5. You are down to 157 rations.
How will we go? I mean, at some point, Caspian is going to be a revenant, isn't he? He's died that many times, so that'll be like 1 ration a day. We'll save ourselves.
I was kind of wondering why we bothered to keep feeding him when she just keeps dying,
Yeah, I know.
He's just sat there. It's very awkward that you're all talking about him in such a way.
Okay. Let's head out before it gets any worse.
And it is bad. The wind is heavier. The snow is coming down in a flurry. It is harder to see. You could almost say we are entering the conditional rule set known as a blizzard.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing in terms of light? In fact, yeah, your campfire is even struggling to stay. Oh no, it was.
It's not magical fire.
Was it a light spell?
No. It was my thaumaturgy for lighting a small campfire.
Yeah, that will
just keep puffing out.
Yeah, absolutely. So yes, the campfire struggles to stay lit. Angelo is obviously not with us at the moment. However, Norris, if you have Norris with you, Corey, you see that he's struggling to even leave your shoulder. A couple of flaps, and he's near enough. On more than one occasion, he is near enough grounded. As soon as he takes off, and you have to scoop him back up. It is
wrap
heavily
him
windy.
in my coat to keep him safe.
Nice. I mean, you can also choose to bamf him out of existence if you don't want the inconvenience.
Nah, feathers, body heat, it's a good idea.
Okay.
But they're feathers made of fey mysteriousness.
I forgot
Favors.
Yeah, boy.
that obviously saps heat from you, does it?
No, it just doesn't have anything. It's just like a spirit thing, isn't it? It's like a ghost.
Yeah.
Warm ether.
So, who is leading the way?
Cora.
Yeah.
Cora.
In her keen ways, and also, she likes to lead the way.
She likes to lead the way. Okay, then. So, at the end of your little gully, the path continues straight up over the path looks pretty different compared to even yesterday, given how heavy the snow now seems to be coming down. What little visibility you had is already heavily impeded. Make me a survival check.
DM.
Yeah.
Before I step out to the road, as this is a large tent that these guys left behind, would it be fair to say that from this I could potentially extract a 10-foot pole?
You could get 3 10-foot poles from this.
Okay. Then I'll kind of like pull them out as we're kind of like, might be worth kind of taking these, prodding like the floor ahead of us if we're not going to be able to see much. We almost lost Cora in that drift.
That's a sensible idea.
I'm a very sensible man.
It's quite a thing to carry. Can they stay in the bag of holding, or?
Yeah, I'm sure they can, but
It's only 9 foot deep.
But I guess the idea is to use them as we're walking.
I mean, I'm only 5'4". No, yeah, 5'2". It's gonna be difficult.
We can pole vault.
It's a pole.
Yeah, so what am I gonna do with it? Like, just hold it in front of me and
Yeah.
run into the snow?
I mean, it's a whacking great pole.
There's a whole thing, Cora, around how a 10-foot pole is like the most game-breaking item in all of D&D. It is the item of just like a million uses. Think a door's trapped or a cobblestone's tapped. Slap it with your stick.
I will be taking one.
Yeah.
As will Caspin if nobody else wants one.
Well, if I'm leading the way, I might as well have one too, I suppose.
Okay, then all 3 poles are accounted for. I think we've even got. I'm sure 10-foot pole will be.
Oh, it'll absolutely be mundane SRD content.
Pole. A 10-foot pole made of sturdy wood. His name is Stanislaw. Let's have a look. Da-da-da-da-da. A party. Oh, I can do it that way. So, poles are going to Caspin, Bartandalis, and did Cora want in on the action when all the cool kids started to?
Well, it's more that I'm in the front. And otherwise, basically, I am that pole that will just fall.
And you don't have to have it 10 foot. You could always snap some of it off if you want it to be a more manageable size.
What are some sizes? You could make it like 11-foot pole doing that.
Yeah. I could literally tie 2 pieces together, smart ass.
A 7.5-foot pole.
7.5 if you wanted one.
8 3/4.
This is just Jim and
There's so
Dwight
many
talking about
options.
how long it is until his food runs out. I see that as being a very realistic possibility. So yes, Cora with her 10-foot pole leading the way in the blizzard. Make me a survival check if you didn't. I don't think you did before. I think just Hitchin started talking about
Yeah, I
poles.
did.
Oh, you did? A 14.
Mhm.
Okay. You travel for what feels like basically a full day uphill, and there is very little in way of variation of how far you're going. You are making very slow progress. Despite a full how many hours? 8 hours. A full day is made. 8 light spells. 8 little casts of light.
Do we hear the sound again?
You do not hear the sound again. And you reach a point where, based with very little else, it's hard to even make conversation as you're going with the wind and the snow. You just continue on a path up that occasionally bends around to the left or right, and it is only by, I don't know if Bartandalis is sort of like shouting out a count as each light spell goes off or something, but you realise, Bartandalis, your 8 message spell as well. You reach 8 hours and 8 of these have gone off. Do you seek to press on, or after 8 hours do you look to bed down again?
Cora will be keen to press on if no one else stops her.
There's more time in a day.
Yeah, no reason to stop after 8 hours.
We've not come across anywhere that looks like it would be a particularly good stop point or anything.
No, it has all been pretty much more of the same as you ascend.
Yeah.
You're just it's mostly it's almost entirely all on an incline up.
I think realistically, it's not going to be the time factor that makes us stop. It's finding somewhere to stop that will determine when we stop.
Yeah. But from this point, about an hour after that, you do start to feel as if it is gradually beginning to plateau out, very, very gradually. You're getting to a point where it's less of a march uphill. And then it is flat and it is rocky. You feel like you've reached a bit of a breaking point of an ascent, and yeah, you are now heading through almost a snowed over tundra. You've been very much doing the narrow path, and you have a narrow snowy pass heading steadily uphill, and you now have a bit more freedom and flexibility. You're not having to go sort of two abreast anymore. You can sort of fan out or interact a bit more if you want to. Sir Eric is still bringing up the rear with you all as well. What is everyone else doing at the moment? Any conversations anyone wants to be having? Or you're all just gritting teeth and knuckling down?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep up as fast a pace as I can do, and I don't really feel the need to talk.
Yeah, I feel like every so often I'd shoot off a message cantrip to different people, just making sure everybody's okay. Occasionally telling Cora to slow down because she can travel quicker than us all. And then that happens.
Does it
No.
sound close?
Does it what, sorry, Cora?
Does it sound really close?
It does sound rather close.
Can we tell where it's coming from?
It is coming from behind you.
Oh.
Is in behind, back down the path, or somewhere on this tundra?
So it would seem. Back down the path behind you.
Halvor drops to the back of the group as we continue on.
Okay.
How effective is this light spell? Is the snow so thick that it's pretty much just illuminating around us anyway?
Yeah, it is. It is. Well, I don't know what you mean. Sorry.
Is it basically a whiteout? We're not kind of like
Yes.
illuminating in front of us. We can see it if we can see each other when we're next to each other with the light spell. But that's about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see you are obviously getting a little bit of shine. You are able to see a bit more than your 10-foot radius. Otherwise, I imagine you wouldn't be bothering to use it at all. But yeah, you're not going to be peering up into the sky for the rock or anything like that at the moment with this.
So I imagine then we're probably fairly huddled together then, as opposed to spread out in a line.
Yeah, and a nice little fireball range, I think, would I?
Yeah. Yeah. Self-inflicted, of course.
Yeah, of course.
It's one way to keep warm.
You, let us list the others. Do you press on then, or are you stopping or turning? Did Halvor just say you drop into the back as you continue?
Yep, I want to keep an eye out over my shoulder at regular intervals, but I think we're continuing on.
There's lots of what sound like enemies behind us. Let's stop and find out.
Wait a minute, with Halvor, he could just be there ready with like his baseball bat for when we come round a corner or something. You come to what looks to be the edge of a frozen body of water. There is a lake, for lack of a better word, heavily frosted. You see the path rises beyond it, but you have quite a large body of water that if you are looking to top up any water skins or anything like that, or do any ice fishing, you are able to. Can everybody also make me a... Where are we? A perception check, please. As you're sort of pressing on, your head sort of tilted, trying to hear any more signs of these wolves coming up behind you. Halvor, you hear something else actually coming from off to your right, sort of somewhere in or around this frozen body of water. You just hear a... It sounds like a voice that keeps being cut off by water.
I heard something. 3 o'clock, and I'm gonna start jogging in that direction.
That will take you quite quickly onto ice, just to warn you. You are at the edge of a body of water.
Halvor, do you want me to go?
Do you think you'd be strong enough to pull someone out?
I mean, I can give it a try.
I ditch my backpack and shield, and I'm gonna
I will hand him.
belly slide.
Ooh, I was going to hand him
say-
a pole, but
I was going to say, do you want to grab this piece of rope, and I'll go onto the ice with the other end?
That's probably a good idea. I let Cora go and take the rope with her. I'm holding on to the anchor end.
You're holding on to... Okay, yeah. So, Cora, as you're heading out, you hear the cracking of... Well, not immediate cracking, but, those little cool ping noises that you always seem to see on ice. Heading out, and you definitely hear, as you're heading out, you hear splashing and more of the same cries every couple of seconds. It is quite a high-pitched voice. You also hear a growl.
Like a wolf growl?
Deeper than the wolf growls you've been hearing so far. What's everybody else doing? Is your light spell is up, isn't it, Bartandalis?
it is, yes.
I want to shout back to them to let them know I can hear a person, but also some form of creature too.
Okay. As you do call out, you hear a series of out in the darkness, and then you start to hear a sound that, with your experience of the wild and tracking, I'd say you recognize as padded claws, sort of on ice.
Go on, sorry.
And you hear the splashing sort of intensify. Everybody else sees running towards them from the edge of Bartandalis' light spell. 4 of these.
It's wolves. It's just wolves, guys. Don't worry. Oh, okay. It sort of is, but isn't. No. Of course.
These are larger.
Oh, you're telling us?
These are larger than the wolves you have seen before.
Can I roll to see if I know in character what they are?
You can. Halvor
I
also
feel
can,
like
but
I
with
want to do that.
Halvor, you would do it with advantage.
Nature?
Everybody else is also able to make a nature check, yes.
Would I be able to see them where I am?
You see one rushing out towards where you are.
Did you roll 2 1s, Halvor?
A 1 and a 2.
Oh no.
None of you know what these...
I'm
Oh, well,
not
sorry,
there.
you haven't done yours yet.
Ooh, do I know?
Cora, the person who never left a city in one of the warmest regions of the... You know that these are not dire wolves. but they are... You've heard them called frost wolves or winter wolves before. You know they're like a larger... some claim more magical cousin to wolves. But yeah, these are bigger than any wolf you've yet encountered.
Including the...
Not include these... These seem smaller than the wolves that you saw a print of.
So smaller than werewolves?
Yeah.
So I thought you were talking about the wolf tracks in the camp.
Oh, yeah.
What were you talking about?
I was going to say they're smaller than the werewolves that we've seen before.
Comparable.
Comparable to them. Okay.
Yeah.
But we think that they're smaller than whatever left the tracks.
Yes. Cora. Yes, you see one of these running out towards you across the ice, but then it begins to sort of veer off and heads off to your right.
Is that towards where I can hear whatever the splashing noises were?
It would seem so.
So there's one on the ice where Cora is, and then there's 4 out where we are, did you say?
Yes. The map is loading now to show you this. Can everybody roll me initiative, please?
Oh, I was about to say that I wanted to tie the rope around my waist before initiative was rolled.
You already had, haven't you? I thought you'd done it before you headed out. Wasn't it the
I
whole
had been
point?
holding on to it, but...
Oh, I
That's
see. You've been carrying it. I mean, if you didn't have your weapon out, presumably.
No,
So
I didn't.
your hands would have been free. I think we can say that you have a couple of seconds to tie a rope off around you.
Cool.
It's
I have done that.
giving it your weapon springs forth from your hand.
Awesome.
Taking bets on whether Ez rolls a 26.
27.19. I fixed Ez. It is bullshit. Oh, Ez. Thank you for reminding me to open Ez's character sheet because NPCs didn't get a rest and Ez was on 3 HP. Let me just fix that. In that case, what's Caspin on? Oh yeah, he's on all of his 2 HP. Okay. Ez. Is the music stopped as well?
Yes.
I don't think it is. Oh, it's a quiet part of music. Ez is going to step forward in front of Bartandalis and take the dodge action.
She's protecting me? What the fuck?
I mean, she does have 3 times as much HP.
This is true. Actually, what is her HP now? I thought she was in like her 70s.
82.
It's about 80 something.
Double.
It's not bad.
Double me. Alright, I'll let her take a few.
Cora, you hear the clatter of claws on ice, and just at the very edge of your vision, you see this this wolf heading off towards the sound of the splashes. Bartandalis, you're up.
Did Cora shout anything out when she was on the ice?
Yeah, sorry, I shouted the winter wolves.
Okay. But we can't see the one that's over near Cora.
No, absolutely not.
Okay. Then I will not head out on the ice. Yeah, well, 1. I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
And then holding on to my holy symbol, as only I know best, I will obviously cast Fireball.
Oh, he's doing a blind fireball.
Well, I can see one of them.
Oh, the others are here,
You're fireballing ice.
here.
Are they really?
No, no.
Oh, right, okay.
They are now. That looks like that will hit 3 of them. I'm sure it will
Good.
tell us for certain now. Oof.
Oh, I got 4 of them. It caught.
Ooh. I don't think that one was in, but the computer has decreed it so. Yeah, fireball blasts out. And you just see in this eruption of light, you see 4 of these large wolves just like blown back or knocked to the side, and a collection of roars and yelps come out, followed by renewed, ferocious growls. Anything else from you?
No, that is my turn. I'll shout, Cora! You alright? And that is the end of my turn.
Okay. Out of the
shout
fire,
back.
the first one comes rushing over. And it opens its mouth as it leaps towards you, and a torrent of icy breath comes out of its mouth.
I knew, but I didn't know in character, so I didn't move.
Should do the save automatically.
It does. Saving
My god,
throw.
the spin on that dice!
So does it breathes cold fire, effectively?
Like icy breath, yeah.
So it's like the White Walker dragon.
Kind of. Less infinitely... That's like Godzilla breath that did for some reason. How did Esmeralda not get included in that? Cone template seems so weird on Foundry.
Because it's lit right in front of him, yeah. I think there's like a certain percent of the cone has to be touching it.
Right, okay. But then weirdly, that fireball, the one that... Yeah, let me screenshot it to show you for later. The one that... the extra one I was surprised was caught by it, isn't even in like the grid outline thing of it. It's just like, okay,
I think it's different with Fireball because it's mine. So it just allows it.
Okay.
Default is it wants it to cover at least 50% of the square.
Another one comes rushing out. Did it not prompt you to delete your fireball token, by the way?
No, I'll do it.
Oh. Realised testing. One of the ones I tested cold breath with, I didn't recharge. Another one comes rushing over.
Are these making it? Oh no, they're not making attacks. It's just doing dex saves, isn't it? Right, okay.
Yeah.
Shit balls, man. What's it making me concentrate? I'm not rolling a concentration spell.
It's because you've got the icon on.
Oh, is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
Nice. So Eric just comes stepping out to the side with his bow and is going to fire twice at the closest one. Oh, actually, ranged attacks are made at disadvantage in this heavy snowstorm. So I'll roll his again and take the lower. Yeah, so it still hits with a 20, so it's not with the 18 rather. And then his second one I will make at disadvantage properly. Still hits. Yeah, he just lets 2 arrows off straight into it in the snow. The next wolf comes
Almost
rushing
a
over.
crit.
Pardon? Yeah, but that was with disadvantage. But I rolled the two.
Oh, I see.
I rolled the 2 manually.
Rip.
This one will leap out and seek to bite Sir Eric. Halvor, it's you. Cora, you're next. What does Halvor do?
I am going to move myself in a defensive position to hide Caspin, since he's still potentially vulnerable, and go over there and attack the one fighting Esmeralda. And as a bonus action, Adrenaline Surge. What? Why is it doing that? Well, anyway. And I shall attack it. Did you turn off MIDI?
I have changed
Surely
no
not.
settings. Combat's been going normal for me in terms of the automation.
Must be something with token action HUD then. I will roll from the character sheet instead.
That is big damage.
And I shall swing again.
Miss. Anything else from Halvor?
No.
Okay. Cora.
Okay. We're obviously going to conjure some animals. I'm going to conjure 8 wolves. I would like 2 of them to be attacking the wolf that's heading towards the splashing sound. I would like 1 of them over by the splashing sound, trying to help whoever's in there, see if they can try and drag whatever it is or whoever it is out of there. And the others go over and help with the other ones that are attacking.
How many did you get? 6 or 8?
8. And I'm not gonna run any closer because I don't want my concentration to be broken. But I'm gonna shout back to the rest of the team, following on from Barty's shout to me, and go, "There's another one out here! The little wolves are mine!"
Nice communication on the wolves being yours.
And I think that's probably me, except I do need to actually roll the spell, which would help. I mean, play the spell, click the spell, whatever.
Okay. Oh, the spell hasn't appeared yet. We still haven't rolled it.
Yeah, no, I didn't do it. Has it done it? Yeah,
Okay,
I've done it
now it's done it, yeah. Caspin is going to
Back up over there into the corner.
call out, "I can take these wolves now."
now. No, you can't, you dick.
What should I do? Bartenders!
Stay safe. Move away. And he's going to move even a little bit further, so he's still within the light of Henry, but out of combat's reach from this
Yeah.
cone of cold.
He will sanctuary himself.
Can he move out of range so that the cone of cold from these on this edge wouldn't hit
yeah,
him?
I see what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah,
He will be there then.
cool.
The last wolf comes over and is set upon by little wolves, to which it responds with its own conal breath.
You put them all in a line so that they're all going to get got by this cone. Breath.
They're fanned out. It's only
That's very
It's only a
unfair.
15-foot cone, you know. It's not like anything you've had so far. It's a stumpy one.
But conveniently, yes.
I actually moved them out of being clumped in a block together. Two wolves are snuffed by a torrent of cold. The others remain. And then it is a time for wolves.
It's always time for wolves.
The first
It's
wolf
not
up.
going to bear an owl.
I know.
Be proud of me.
No, I am.
I was going to have a panther.
You're gonna have a
gang.
what? Sorry.
Panther gang.
Ooh, a panda.
I figured-
I thought you said panda. I was like, I would not allow it. A panda.
Well, they're just going to sit and eat some bamboo. Ooh, scary.
Oh, sorry. Clicked next twice. Okay, you hear from in the darkness, Cora, a growl and a ragging sound of one of your wolves, and you hear what sounds unmistakably like the scream of a child.
Coming from the same place that I could hear the splashing.
It would seem so. In the same place you sent the wolf to.
I want to
That's all
shout
that
over.
wolf's do- Oh, go on.
I wanted to shout over and say, "Trust the little wolf, it's okay!"
Okay. Top of a round. Esmeralda is going to attack. In fact, no, Halvor's got that. Bartandalis is pathetic, so she will actually step forward to the wolf attacker who's in range of Bartandalis. And she is going to attack you. With the Esmeralda 1, 2, 3.
I wish I could attack 3 times.
Soon. Oh, actually, will you ever get it with your multi-class?
It's fighters only, so no.
Oh shit! Yeah, of course it is. I always think of you as being a fighter.
Everything but. Bartandlis has been teaching me though, so next level's wizard. And after that, cleric.
Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. Classes.
What the fuck? We'll just wait a
You
while while the
hear-
DM plays with himself.
Yeah, you hear some snarls and snaps and yelps from the darkness ahead of you, Cora, which suggests that the big wolf is engaging with your wolves. These will begin
Ruh-roh.
to. These, I suppose to these wolves, pack tactics would apply from yourselves, wouldn't they? Because they are your allies.
Makes sense to me.
I'll take it.
They're on Team Us.
Team
Bartandalis,
never got a team name.
Bartandalis, it's you.
Okay, I'm going to move here.
Mhm.
Let me think. I want to see whether I want to move another one. No, that'll do. And then I am going to cast, holding on to my holy symbol, I shall cast Flaming Sphere, oldie but a goodie. And I'm gonna cast it 3rd level. I'm gonna... Let's see that. Yeah, I want to see that one. Fuck you, Wolf. I think it takes half damage. So like
Yeah,
I
it
cast it and then I moved it, like slammed it into it. So it took the initial damage.
It did.
Good,
Excellent.
good to know.
Anything else from you?
No, that is it for me. I'll just move that into an actual score. Hey, whoa. Yeah, that's me done.
Ooh.
Yes, Wolf,
A
yes!
A critical hit from Wolf.
Nice.
16's actually pretty fucking decent.
Little Wolfie babes.
Oh, sorry, DM. Can I roll another d6? For some reason, I cast it at level 3, but it only did 2d6. It should have done an extra
Go on.
d6.
Halved, of course.
Yes, halved, of course, yeah.
Oh, big 6 though.
Big 6.
Okay. It is now that wolf's turn, and it is going to. Ooh, it's in a tricky situation. That wolf. What are you rolling for now?
Because it was actually level 4 I cast it out, so it should have been 4d6. There you go, so another 2 damage.
Guy just doesn't want his turn to be over. Now, where's this? Anywhere? Yeah, this wolf. This wolf has Ez on one side of it, Halvor on the other, and a flaming sphere. It's got to. Yeah, it's gonna take the attack opportunity from Ez. I think it would want to move away from the fire. So Esmeralda will make an attack of opportunity against that wolf. Okay. That wolf will attempt to bite Halvor, which is a failure.
Halvor's feeling a bit vulnerable because, due to our antics, he's not currently wielding his shield.
But I approve!
This wolf, who is entirely surrounded, is just
Which
going
one?
to blast the one that's to the south of your flaming sphere.
Okay.
Is instead going to blast out a torrent of cold that encompasses Bartandalus, Sir Eric, and its wolfy companion.
Now, hopefully, my positioning.
That's weird.
as
Why didn't it give us the outcome of your? Why don't you give us the roll? It normally tells you if it's worked or not, doesn't it? It's odd.
It's just a DC 10 for my
Yeah.
concentration. They didn't do enough damage. So,
Yeah.
So what I want to do is, as I kind of got my shield, as it kind of does the cold, I want to kind of like try and deflect a bit of it with my shield, but I want to see how it impacts the wolf behind me. I want to make sure that the cold isn't going to heal it up.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It just seems to settle on its maw and on its shoulder. It doesn't seem to interact with it in any. Seems to just not bother it. Doesn't seem
Okay.
to.
It's not taking any damage from it, seemingly.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Next up is the army of wolves.
Is that it? It's not doing anything else?
That is correct.
So he has to take 4d6 fire damage because he didn't move away from
Of
the ball of fire.
course. Yeah, I think you can't really move without taking multiple attacks of opportunity. 4d6.
And it has to roll a
No, it doesn't.
dexterity.
It doesn't,
Oh,
because it's dead.
what, even with half damage?
Yeah, it was on
Nice.
4. It was on 4 health.
Nice!
Yeah, it just sort of crumple as it just blows this torrent of cold. It suddenly seems to like realise its back end is on fire and leaps forward and crumples down to a smouldering heap. As it does, the one engaged with you, Halvor, looks to it and then turns back to you, and only Halvor understands that it goes,
Why do you do this? Leave us.
in a language that Halvor you know is giant.
Oh,
What? Because they're big wolves. They speak big wolf language. How can wolves speak anything? They're wolves.
Well, they're magical though. That's what we got. They were.
I will shout back at it. The child is ours. Be gone from here and I'll let you live.
We protect the child from you. He is of our clan.
He's what?
Of our clan.
Oh.
Yes, we haven't got eyes on this being, have we?
Not yet.
One moment, guys. What, mate? Yeah, get him and then get back into bed, okay? Good night. Love you. Back.
Speaking of children that should be drowned in ice water, was that Thomas?
It was.
Sorry, was that a child whose name we don't mention because I'm doxing him?
I'd dox your kids, but we're doing you a favour. So yes, that is what it says to you, Halvor. And its companions, hearing the exchange, sort of turn slightly to you, still on the defensive.
I shout out to all to hear. The wolf says that the child is a member of their clan, and they're trying to protect it. He doesn't say anything else because he's no idea what the fuck is going on, really.
But the wolf hasn't attacked. Is that right, DM?
Yes.
Okay.
Upon hearing this, I am going to tell my wolves to hold until they see an aggressive attack from the other wolves. Except for the one that's trying to pull the kid out, because that still is probably a good thing to do.
Okay. Which wolf did I just kill? That's one. Yeah, okay. Trying to work out where the combat order was up to. So
Can the wolves ready their attack so can my wolves act if something aggressive happens towards them, yeah? Or
Yes.
one of our party?
Yeah, sure. This one here still hadn't. Oh, you can't see that one. Yeah, it will close the distance, but it will not act then. So that wolf will not act. That wolf will not act. What do you want Sir Eric to do?
Hold!
Then he holds. The wolf in front of Sir Eric sort of withdraws slightly and sort of side prowling, facing Bartandalus, who's just burnt its friend to death.
No. I've not necessarily burnt it to death. It's dropped below hit points.
It's on loose fire.
Well, I was about to put Cure Wounds on it on my turn.
Okay. Slowly starts prowling around with like a low, calm growl. Halvor, your turn.
We're just trying to pull the child out of the water. Let us help.
Are we still in
Trust
combat?
you. Why should we trust you? Our mountain, our clan.
Are we in combat, DM?
Up to you, I suppose.
Wrong voice. Oh.
Yeah, up to you, I suppose. There's still a big flaming orb in the middle. The wolves
yeah.
are all on standby. It's certainly tense. I suppose it could go either way, depending on you.
I will kind of like drift it past them, like through them, and then I will
Directly through.
straight through him, and then I will crouch down and I will cast Cure Wounds on the one that is fallen at my feet, and I kind of like crouch down slowly, place my hands in it, and I will. It says I must target a token before rolling the attack, so it won't let me do that because it is no longer a. Oh, I'm on the wrong finger here.
Yeah,
Will.
I was going to say it's right up.
Yeah. Every time. And I will cast it at 3rd level.
Okay. It with a start just panics and sort of like, you know, that very dog woken up from a dream, sort of scared, jumps up to its feet and starts snarling. Looks like it makes to instantly lash out, but the one that had been talking to Halvor just calls out,
Wait! Stop! Wait!
Hey? Has the turn order gone weird? How did Bartandalus just do that heal?
Because
We just
we
had
said
Halvor.
out
You
of combat.
wanted to, and you
Oh,
ignored the turn order.
Jesus, yeah. So yeah, you wanted to drop. So yeah, let's clear. Let's leave the combat tracker. Step aside from it for a minute, Ben. So yes, Cora, you hear splashes, and imagine obviously going with it. I know. You hear a bit more splashing, and then just panic screams of a child. Cora, ahead of you.
I just want to shout out to the child, "It's okay, we're here to help you!"
You hear a couple of just panic words shouted in a language you're not entirely familiar with.
So we're not in turn now. Can I act?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to do things?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to quickly move towards where the screaming child's voice is, but I'm going to sort of have my hands up at the same time to let them know that I'm not a threat. So can I see the kid?
Yeah, the kid is no longer hidden on the map.
Oh yeah.
There's
Cool.
a small, scrawny boy, absolutely sodden, ice forming over his clothing. I don't know why it's only token art, not full character art. I'll find that for you. But yeah, he has been dragged out and is lying on his back with your wolves around him, and then just this large winter wolf like stood over him, one leg over him, sort of growling your wolves down.
I'm going to keep my wolves at bay, tell them to sort of take a step back, but away from obviously the bit where we've just fallen in the water, and shout over to Halvor saying, "Halvor! Tell the wolves to get him off the ice!"
She says that he should get off the ice lest he fall in, but we'll be on our way. We mean you no harm.
What was the first part of what you just said?
I just relay that Cora says that they should get off the ice.
I'm guessing that was in Giant.
Indeed.
They slowly, sort of keeping on the defensive, looking at you, start to back up. move onto the ice, and they head over. Cora, you see them lolloping over as a group.
That looks like a lot of weight that they're putting on the ice right around me there.
They all make a circle around you and start stamping.
What knobs?
And she's like, I am one with the ladies 3. Nature loves me. You should too.
Yeah. And this child's just sort of in a language you vaguely recognize the occasional word as slightly similar to the Druidic you're familiar with, Cora. Pick up just the occasional half word as this child sort of pushes away from your summoned wolves, and just seems to be a bit kind of beside themselves with panic and shock from the water. And as one of the wolves reaches down and picks him up entirely in his mouth in very much a puppy fashion.
Does the kid look okay with this?
Me a what, insight check? He just seems distressed with the situation, really. He doesn't seem happy about anything at the moment.
Can we see this happening with my flaming sphere over there? Is it illuminating over there?
I would say only Core, unless anybody else is heading out onto the ice at the moment. With the visibility, I'd say only Core has got eyes on this part. You're looking at about 70, 80 foot away from you at the moment in the blizzard.
Yeah, I think. Why do I not have permission to update my token?
To update your how are you trying to update it?
I'm just trying to move it, but have I got? I don't know.
You're not stuck on the ruler menu again, were you, like you were last week?
Possibly, yeah. Okay. When they started heading over, I would start inching my way out.
How high above the ice are you keeping this flaming sphere at any given time?
Don't get me wrong. No, I can't make it fly, so I'm not keeping it fucking near me by any means.
It reminds me of those like superheated nickel ball videos dropped on ice. And with him safely in the mouth of one of them, they begin to slowly, some of them visibly charred and bleeding, begin to lope off to the north.
I want to shout out to them.
Oh yeah.
But first, I want to, as a 3rd level spell, cast Tongs, which is just one of the handful of cleric spells I just happen to have prepared still.
Nice.
And I will shout out. So this spell grants the creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears. Moreover, when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language and can hear the target understands what it says. So everybody now can understand me.
Mm-hmm.
And I shout and I say, "Wait! You're the mountain folk, right?"
You're the what, sorry?
The mountain folk.
As in my ladies 3's mountain folk.
One would presume.
Yes. We're of the mountain. We are mountain folk.
We're here under the protection of the Ladies 3, the Huntress. We could do with your help. And I'm going to use, while I'm speaking, I'm going to use Thaumaturgy to increase the volume of my voice so that everybody can kind of hear me over the blizzard and the wind and stuff.
The one at the back just sort of turns and faces towards you and gives you a look up and down.
She told us to pay homage to the children of the mountain, to her children. We have one here that is also treated as such, and I point over to Cora.
I will bow my head.
Wait here. We will return with our elder.
Oh, watch out, boss fight.
Why has the music suddenly changed? And I will snuff out my my thing, and I will start backing up off the ice a bit. My speech lasts for an hour. My spell.
Okay.
This
An hour and 10 minutes later.
This young one needs our aid. Remain here.
I can help him. If you wish.
We take care of our own. Remain here. Do not follow.
Okay, and I will kind of nod and like back up slowly, just kind of like looking behind me.
When did you last cast a light spell?
I've always got them cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when was the last time you cast one?
When we were at the bottom of the path, the DM said it was 8 hours, and then we carried on walking up for another hour. So I guess
I basically want to know how long before I conjured my wolves did you do your last light spell, because I want to know that I can't have them around that long because they're going to turn on us. So
Oh, I mean, I can recast. Well, they don't turn on us, do they? Don't they just wander off?
they
just become
normal wolves and
wild.
make their own decisions.
Do they become wild, or do they just become fey wolves that are trapped here?
Oh, Faye, but who knows?
Yeah, not
like,
necessarily your
what they want.
friend.
Yeah, sure.
So have you recently cast a light spell? Because if you think it's like half an hour ago or whatever.
I mean, he had a light
out,
up. He had a light up when combat started, and that combat was what? Less than 30 seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want them to be gone way before that.
Yeah,
I want-
they
I want
will
them
be.
to
They will be.
like,
When the light spell runs out, then send them on the way. The light spell will run out before your spell runs out.
Oh!
but give us a good 10 minutes of them running in another direction before that happens, right?
That's up to the
I've-
DM.
I've just realised something as well. As they sort of lope off into the darkness to the north, past the edge of your spell. As you retreat back to the ice, after a couple of seconds, Bartandalus, you hear a bit of a strangled cry, and then the shrill, frantic screaming of a child in a language that you, at the moment, understand as Druidic, as help, help, mother, father, help.
Were the kids shouting it? That was going away?
Yes.
What? The kid that was being carried away that looked okay?
Yes. Well,
Is
but
now
didn't,
shouting,
but didn't,
"Mother,
but didn't
father,
look happy. But didn't look happy about anything. Yeah, tongues. You'd understand him.
Then
No, I understand Druidic anyway.
no, it's not druidic. They're speaking giant. But when the child was speaking, he had like a broken druidic, so
Yeah.
he is of the mountain folk. Whereas these wolves might just be lying, I guess.
Can
they-
we
well,
check
no,
that
I
we
mean-
think that they're lying?
Well, I said that they are the mountain folk, and they said we are folk of the mountain. They didn't necessarily say that we are the druid folk that you call the mountain folk, so it wouldn't necessarily be a lie what they said. But they said that the child was of their kin, and presuming the fact that we couldn't tell their facial expressions or intonation or anything like that, that Halvor didn't ask to roll an insight anyway, so I will... as I kind of get over and I kind of hear this shouting, I will kind of look back to my group and say, I think they lie. I just heard the child shout in panic, shouting for his mother and father. I think we've been tricked.
What do we do?
I guess we follow. Maybe they're not of his clan. Maybe they're a different clan. Maybe they're enemies.
I certainly don't want to stand here and wait for their leader to come along. So, we could ride my wolves along the edge.
Can we?
Could you? They're just
Thinking-
medium, aren't we?
Yeah,
They
they're
can
only.
carry 180 pounds.
Yeah, but they're still not riding animals.
Ah!
I weigh more than that.
you can't come
Your wolf just gets splayed out.
Can't you run pretty quickly?
True.
What are we
We
doing?
have,
Come
to,
on.
we have to head out across the ice.
Very well. Let's go.
And then, as I say, Cora, can you locate the animals so we can track them?
I can try. So, are they animals as such? Can I use locate animals on them?
Why is it locate beast?
Let me just double check.
I mean, they might be classified as monsters actually.
I can locate object, so I could locate his clothes.
Yeah, okay. Locate the kid.
Were you
Okay,
familiar with
where?
his clothes?
We've seen it in like the
Yeah.
last 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that would happen.
What?
It's concentration.
It's a concentration spell, and I'm concentrating on the wolves right now. So should I just get rid of the wolves, or
Actually, is this one of your one-a-day spells? Do they count? Actually, I think they do count.
it's not one of my one a day? I can locate animals or plants, which is not a concentration. Can I do that one instead?
Locate animals? I don't know. Does
Do the big wolf people count as animals?
You
No.
don't know with the rolls that you made?
I think they would. I think they would be monsters, and I'm only saying it given that we've been bitten by this in character before. They might be.
What was it try to talk to?
No, she tried to track the rock, and you're like, no, it's not classified as as a monster.
Yeah, that was it.
So before I cast that, say, do you want me to get rid of the wolves? Because that's what will happen.
You can locate objects, so you can locate the kid's clothes.
Yeah, but if I look at objects, a concentration spell, and I'll lose my concentration on the animals I've conjured.
And you've got 3 left though, and they die in one hit. I wouldn't necessarily worry too much about it. We might be tracking these things for a while. That's my opinion.
Got 6.
That's my opinion. Oh, sorry, I can only see 3 on the thingy, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, I've got like 8. Well, I had 8, so I've got like 6 left.
Do we think we can track them in a blizzard?
Cries becoming fainter by the second.
Probably not. Okay, let's do it. So actually, does that mean those wolves are just going to instantly turn on us if I lose concentration?
Not going to turn on us, but they are going to instantly be
They won't put
no
away.
longer under your control.
Oh, guys, what do I do? I don't know.
Just send them in
Another
that
time's
direction.
going on.
We'll start. Right, we're gonna start moving. Just send the wolves in that direction.
It's just
No.
gonna be the south has this influx of wolves and owls and just
And bears.
yeah. Finish with an animal, send
Okay.
it south.
Let's do that.
Okay, what kind of speed you all heading at? What are you trying to do?
Well, it doesn't matter when I locate object, does it? So we'll keep walking in the general direction
Yeah.
that we saw them moving, that I was last seeing them moving in, and I will send the wolves all south.
Yeah. Until we can't see them, and then cast it so that they don't go. Is it like 1,000 feet? Locate object.
I think it is 1,000 feet.
Okay.
It is indeed.
So what, you're sort of giving it 30 seconds or so till you cast it?
Yeah, just
know.
as soon as we're happy that we wouldn't be in their eyesight.
Meantime, running.
Running. Okay.
I'm presuming when they were walking off, they were putting a good pace.
Yes.
Okay. Then yeah, we'll spread out. We're not going to be right next to each other, but we're gonna try and keep a decent pace.
Okay. In terms of movement, would you all be dashing?
Yes.
Sure.
Sure. Okay.
She's going to end so well running across frozen ice.
Well, I mean, you can see from where you are, you're at the end of it now again anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you head north, you see... Where's Caspin? Caspin, get on the map. Fucking hell. Yeah, the wolves all run over the Caspin and then stop being controlled. So you see that it quickly starts to become to a snowy path rising up and doubling back. You hear snarls and distant screams, and then Halvor and Bartandalus, you just hear an excited exchange of...
Well done, so wise fools. Fools we eat, we feed.
Nope. Cop fools, but that was about it.
And then...
We feed.
And yeah, child screaming.
I will... let me see what thaumaturgy can do.
Aren't you already thaumaturged? Isn't it a slight duration on it? Or is it like the next thing you say?
Oh no, thaumaturgy is just cantrip, so that it only lasts for a minute. So my thaumaturgy was originally for shouting, and
Yeah.
if we were, yeah. So I imagine it's already run out. Okay. Oh, and I can have 3 of them up to 3 of its 1 minute effects active at a time. So I can. Where are they? Where are we hearing them from?
Up in this direction.
Okay. I will approach Halvor and say, we need to turn the light off.
Very well.
I will say to Sir Eric, stay here with Caspin. Stay close to the ledge. Keep out of sight.
He nods, and they move over to the ledge.
And then I am going to quickly burn 3.
Light is on.
Yeah. I'm going to quickly burn 3 level 2 spells, and I'm going to cast Dark Vision on myself, Esmeralda, and Halvor.
Okay. Did you have that macro made, Halvor?
Yeah, but there's no light on me. It's on Bartandalus.
Oh, so you have no light to turn
Oh,
into
right,
the dark
okay,
vision.
there you go.
Right, yeah.
Okay, I had the light on. I forgot I had the light on. Yeah, so how do I put my Dark Vision on? What do I do?
Halvor can tell you. I don't know how he did it.
There is in the Compendiums tab, and then in the macro folder, there is Curse of Strahd macros. The one you want is called Token Vision.
Okay. Where the f is the macros? Curse of Strahd macros. And I want Token Vision. So I can drag that onto my thing. Nice. Do I have to target myself when I do it?
Nope, it'll just do it on yourself.
Vision type 60-foot dim dark vision. Boom! Cool. Did you just throw it? I saw it quickly drag onto the screen, sneaky boy. Okay, so we need to move quick. Actually, it's tongues. Let me see. Oh, tongues isn't concentration, so I can hear it all anyway. Cool. And dark vision isn't concentration. We've got that for 8 hours.
Yep. Weirdly, you're still giving off a light effect on my screen, even though you
Oh.
have... Yeah, I should be able to do it. There we go.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I think I might have toggled it back on by accident. Okay.
Okay, what are you doing? Are the 3 of you pursuing, or is Cora coming as well? What's the score? What's Bartandalus' plan?
I wouldn't leave them.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go, but I need to heal myself up first. So I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself because I ain't looking too good after that first fight. Still not looking that great after that fight. Okay. That'll do for now then.
Just a wanna.
As we are kind of moving up, I am going to, from my bag of holding, I'm going to conjure into my hand my scroll of mass healing and quickly just fold it into the pages of my wizard spellbook and into my holster. So I've got it at the prepared.
Okay.
Can I use that as recovering it as a bonus action or a free action if it's in my
Sure. Yeah.
Cool.
It's in your holster, yeah.
Yeah.
And as you head forward, you see the wolves rapidly ascending. The one at the front has the boy in its mouth and just turns and huffs to the others, one of whom leaps down off the ledge. And
Ez needs to be with us, by the way.
And starts to come towards you.
Spread out!
Should we re-enter initiative?
I wondered why it was paused at the time and thought it was weird.
Let's head back to the top of the round, I suppose.
Yeah,
Well,
we're gonna spread out. We're gonna spread out a little bit more.
Let me just, in that case, given that lots of wolves are now gone, let me wipe it and just add everything back in and queue it back up again. All red die, and then just one from Cora comes in on my screen. Okay, so Esmeralda, just sort of seeing this wolf coming over towards Halvor, sort of steps out to the side, gets eyes on the one holding the boy, and just flings a firebolt out at it. Or ranged spells, ranged attacks, in terms of...
They have an attack roll.
Yeah, so it's a disadvantage. That other one before should have been a disadvantage as well, actually. But it hits. Next up is Cora.
I'm not going to jump straight into conjuring more beasts just yet. I think I'm probably going to try firing on some of them for a little bit. So this wolf is the only wolf that we can see, the one that's in front of us on the screen now.
The only one that
up,
you can see at the moment, yeah.
So it's not that they're above me and I can actually still see them.
No, they're not to the north of you now.
Oh, okay.
But
cool.
you see that wolf you can see. You saw that drop down into your view from this direction.
Right. Okay. Cool. I'm going to hunter's mark him, and Norris isn't going to even be able to do his flyby in this blizzard, so
Nope.
I'm not going to get him
And
out
your
this time.
attacks are at disadvantage as well.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to hunter's mark him. Hold on 1 second.
Yep.
Second, it says that I've got no hunter's marks, and I do.
Game never lies. You don't.
Hey. Right, awesome. I'm going to fire on that dude.
Was that a disadvantage? Oh yeah, okay.
It was.
Yep.
So I got him, yeah?
You did.
Damage.
You do. Damage.
Damage.
You do. Damage.
Didn't add the, but did I add the hunter's mark on Alex?
Just roll 1d6 now.
Cool, I'm going to fire in him again.
Okay. Disadvantage again, remember? Do I need to manually add that for?
Yes.
Please.
That one is included.
Tell me how you kill it.
Oh, you are easy to kill, little wolf man. So he's sort of prowling towards us, and I see him do a little bit of a leap. And as he leaps, I aim just underneath his outstretched front paw into where I'd expect his heart to be, and he just goes down.
Wow, a conscious effort not to go for the eye.
I know.
Do you know what, Linz? Your kill descriptions are getting better and better every week.
Yeah.
It does happen to be that today I've been ultrasounding dogs' hearts, so I was like, you know.
And I killed loads of them. Boo boo!
The arrow goes here. As it falls down, another one comes leaping over and is going to unleash that breath. Well, combat has ended, so we are calling that really done with that.
Should I have a say? Oh no, on my hunter's marking.
No, this is just for the cold breath.
Oh, right, okay.
How high up are these ledges, DM?
15 foot each.
15 foot, okay, cool.
That's all that one's going to do. The boy continues screaming. Halvor, it is you.
I am just gonna start swinging.
That is a swing.
Amazeballs.
Whoops. That was not critical damage. Does it die?
Well, it's not critical damage.
Indeed.
It dies.
Yep, I swing in from the right hand side, and this one just hacks off a front leg, and you watch it fall down. I'm gonna advance and press the advantage.
Are both of these dead, or did we kill the one that wasn't on the bottom?
No, the bed's dead.
Yeah, these
Both
two have
dead.
both been killed, yeah.
Okay. We need a death marker again.
What's it, Halvor?
I targeted the wrong one, so I'm gonna roll it again. And I got his after
Wait,
the
wait,
same roll.
wait, what are you doing? What are you attacking now?
They're both dead, Alex.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you
The one on the
Just-
left is the one that she arrowed. The one on the right is the one you just killed. Stop, it's already
That's what I'm saying.
dead.
We've no longer got death markers on them. We can't see their hit points or anything.
Yes,
Ah,
I
yeah, that is-
run in. And I will bonus action dash so I can get up here.
Okay.
I can't remember how to do waypoints. Hang on. I attack of opportunity from that south one.
You do. And it would have been at advantage, because at the point where you leave... Oh, no. Yeah, you were sandwiched between him. Pack tactics still apply at that point. It's Halvor. It does not seem to be... There we go. It has prompted it. Halvor, you are prone. You are pulled down to the ground. As you go past it, you've ran past plenty of wolves before, not even bothered. You feel this mouth close around the back of your thigh, and you go to sort of wrench away from it, but you just find yourself absolutely dragged backwards and you just go down heavily on the floor.
In that case, I use my remaining movement to stand up, and I guess I was going to try and attack the one with the boy, but I cannot. So I'll attack the one who lambasted me.
Lambasted. Hits. Okay. Anything else from you?
Nope.
Caspin remains there. Taking a dodge action. So Eric will attack anything that comes in range of him or Sir Eric. As instructed.
If we only can see as if in dim light, would my attacks have disadvantage as well?
You don't get disadvantages from dim light, though, do you?
Doesn't it count as being obscured?
No, I looked into that, and
Like,
it's only perception. I thought it was attacks, but no, nothing on the Blizzard rules. Blizzard rules specifies only ranged.
Fine by me.
So that one is dead. Let's remove that. That one is here. He will now attack you again, advantageously. Pathetic. This other one will attack you advantageously as these two large wolves close in either side on you. Also pathetic. But Handless, it's you.
Okay. I am going to 1, 2. Oh, okay. I've just seen the additional ones. Okay. That changes something. So 1, 2. In that case, I'm going to go for this one. 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to start climbing the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm probably going to have to cast this a bit further over. I can't move up that wall. And I am going to alter time round up to 6 creatures. Oh, fuck's sake. No, fuck. I'm just going to cast the thing. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire. I was going to do that in the first place. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
On
everyone.
On these 2 that are on the right.
Well, they're tacticking me anyway, so
Yeah, but it'll give you advantage on them. Fairy Fire.
that's good.
Will you be choosing blue
Ooh!
or violet?
I'm gonna go. What is it? Blue, green, or violet? I will go for blue.
Yeah, blue is your aesthetic.
Yeah.
And they both
and
fail.
then-
Wow, that's an unusually competent spell for you.
I know. And then I'm gonna start scrambling. Well, not scrambling. I'm gonna start literally just walking up this cliff 5 feet. You were too far away for me to cast haste on you, Halvor, without me putting myself in dire danger.
2 hasty for what, sorry?
I was going to try and cast haste on you, so you got extra attacks, but you got too far away.
I am very fast.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Anything else from you?
No, that is me done.
Okay. Wolf with boy departs, continues up the path and away, just running at full pelt. You hear the child screams. Top of the round, Esmeralda will move as far as she can, seeing Halvor attacked on either side. She is going to cast another firebolt as she rushes forward, but misses. Cora, it's you.
Ooh, now I can actually see this wolf. Is that because you've done the fairy fire thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tactics.
I'm also going to move forward a little bit.
You don't have disadvantage on your attacks now. It's just normal attack, Cora, on your ranged attacks.
Awesome. Yes. My other dude is dead, so for my bonus action, I'm going to move my hunter's mark onto the one that's immediately. Which one's got the kid?
The one that's just started running off.
Oh, okay. So the one that's off screen and we can't see.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. I'm going to fire on the one that is between me and Halvor in that case. So he now has hunter's mark on him.
Okay. Hits.
Is he still standing?
No. Tell me how you kill him.
I'm just so good. So from lower down on the ledge, it's not quite as easy to see the same sort of marks as I was before. So I do an amazing shot that's just going to kind of drop in on this wolf, and all I just hear is a yelp and a thud as it hits the floor. I don't even see where it's gone down.
No scoped.
How good I am, bitches. But I still have another attack left, so I'm going to attack the one that is left on the screen in that case.
Sure.
Does she have vision on him?
I can see him here now.
Yeah.
Oh, would I not from where I am?
Oh, I was. Well, these are 15-foot high cliffs. You were saying.
He's on top of it.
Plus, they're large.
They are large. That is true.
Okay.
So is this a disadvantage one?
No. Oh yeah, it is. So
He
yeah.
does not have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I suppose fairy fire doesn't magically snuff out when a creature dies, does it? It's basically magic.
It's an
wounds.
object.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
and I didn't get my d6 as well.
Nope, because you can't move it twice. You already moved it this turn.
Okay. So that's how far did I move there? I can probably move as far as that, and that's me done.
Okay. Next up is dead. Halvor, it's you.
He's dead.
I begin sprinting north.
So you will get another attack of. Oh no, it's not his turn again yet.
Has he had an attack opportunity, that dude?
He's the one who's alive. Is the one who. Oh no, he attacked you afterwards, so he does have an attack opportunity again because you moved just before it was his round. So yes, he does make a bite against you, but it is no longer advantageous as he has no pack. And it misses, yeah.
So I'm going to, with my 50 feet of movement, run 50 feet north.
Yes, you
And I'm gonna
just...
but-
So at 50 feet, because his movement is 50, but he's dragging something. So you just... Yeah, you catch up to him.
Oh my god. Without even using like a dash?
Yep.
Amazing. I want to attack him.
50. You can't. Can you still see him there? Can you still do that, or are you now off the map as well?
I can see myself, and that's the only thing I can see.
Okay, do you know what? Just for simplicity's sake, this is happening north of the map. Oh, sorry. Of course, that's why you can't see him, because I had hidden them both.
Yes, I'm going to attack.
Okay. Hits. Oof. Yeah, cuts deep. Sorry, as a DM thing, you have to say bites deep.
Oh, only one.
Does not bite.
Bonus action, move some more so that I'm in front of him.
Oh, okay. How much more in front of him?
Just so that I'm like in that orientation when he's trying to go north.
Okay. So Eric will continue. He's dead. He's dead. Bartandalis. Hold on. Right now,
Oh!
now that these are all up, let me just move them back here. Can you see all? Can you see them all off the map now? They're not hidden.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, that one's dead. That one is. Oh no, actually, I apologise. No, this one of the wolves is still alive. Of course. The wolf that is
Bottom
alive.
left.
Yeah, bottom left almost got jibbed. Then he is going to flee along with his companions. But no, he's going to come to that point and hold off the pass. Then that one is dead. Let's delete him. Now it is Bartandalis.
Okay. I am going to come. I move up here. Okay, I can't move past this. I don't think this wall. Oh, I can. Okay.
No, I dragged you.
Okay. And I kind of see this dude running around, so I'm very much going to be going back down in a minute, 'cause I'm not being attacked by him. And I will. Okay, I'm going to do it. I am. Do you know what? No, I'm going to let this dude run if he has to. I can see this guy over here, yeah? The guy near Halvo?
Yes.
Oh, do you know? No, okay, I will attack this guy. I'm going to mind spike. I'm going to mind spike him.
Ooh, okay.
Sorry for the stall. Didn't expect him to move next to me, so that changed things literally as I was about to do something. So I will.
That's as classic as Lindsay's pizza.
What is?
That's just tradition now.
I knew what
Well-
I was going to do, then somebody else did something, and now the casting algorithm has changed.
Well, yeah, no, I was going to mind spike the other guy, but then you decided to run this guy in front of me. I was like, well, I'm not going to stand up here with no fucking health. So it does that. He saves. What a fuck bag. And then I go nope, and I'm gonna move back down on the like on the ledge, like kind of 10 feet down.
Sorry, yeah, reverse. You probably like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, thereabouts. So if he jumps down, he's not gonna be. Yeah, I'm like in the middle of the cliff, basically. Kind of
Okay.
like poised. That will have to be my turn.
Okay. This wolf will attempt to flee. Halvor, you'll get to make an attack of opportunity. Miss.
Fuck.
They move. Ah, fucking map. Do you know what? I really didn't think it would go to this. Right. Why
Why don't you start us all at the bottom of the map?
Why didn't what? We did?
No, as in, why don't you now move everybody to the bottom of the map so we've got room to move and stuff?
Yeah. Wolves are.
Take
deleted.
Caspian and Eric off, because they're not doing anything for now.
Okay, so. And then, oh no, he can't do that, of course. Hold on, let me just double check actually. Yes, he cannot hide. Okay, yeah, top of the round. Esmeralda is no longer in range of anything going on. Cora. So she'll move, obviously, as much as she can. Oh shit, no, there is a wolf left. Sorry, I apologise. Esmeralda would have attacked the remaining wolf. She couldn't have closed distance to it, so that's another firebolt. Which hits. And it does not look good. Cora, you're up.
I'm going to go for the one that's dragging the boy off because I'm scared that we're going to lose him.
I don't think you can... If you can get to it, look at the distance between you and it.
Yeah, but don't I have really far? Can I go like 600 foot or something?
Standard range for longbow is 150 feet.
Okay.
It's like 110, so I should be fine.
Can she see that far? What's the restriction
Yeah,
with...
that is
Very
like...
fire.
That is up... Where are we from there? That is pretty much up 15 foot and then 115 foot away in a blizzard. I mean, it's definitely a very disadvantageous shot.
From where I ran before, I could have moved within where we were before. I could have moved within my 30-foot movement to be up on the top of that ledge.
So you can move 30 foot closer. I see what you're saying. Yeah, from 30 foot with 30 foot movement
With 30 foot
before
movement, I would have been
you'd have negated the
up on
height
the top
aspect
of
of
the
it.
ledge.
Yeah, okay. It's still a long shot. Yeah, so it's definitely
I'm going
disadvantage.
to take it.
Yeah, there's no advantage. That guy doesn't have fairy fire on him anymore because it's
Oh, does he not?
concentration.
Oh,
I cast
okay.
Mind Spike in case this guy got
Oh,
away.
right.
So
In
it
that
doesn't-
case,
So I can't see him then.
you wouldn't be able to. It's beyond your dark vision, and realizing that he could have attempted to hide.
With the kid as well?
Yes. But let's see what he rolls first, because it could be shy. See? It could have been shy. Okay, so Cora, it is you.
I was going to run and fire on the other dude.
Yeah, you can't even see it at all now.
So instead, I'm just going to fire on the one that I can see and use my bonus action to put the hunter's mark on him.
Okay.
Disadvantage still.
Range attacks, yes.
Oh,
Oh. Hey?
unfair.
My god, you're getting big pluses.
Yeah, but I'm good. Hey, I'm good.
Okay, maybe kill
That
it.
should have been a hunter's mark as well.
Well, it's dead.
It's super dead now. An extra dead. So this one, I'm literally, because I'm running towards this boy, I don't even really look at him. I just sort of fire over my shoulder. And from where he was, I think he was right close near the edge of the cliff. So he kind of falls down the cliff as he goes and sort of tumbles down
Nice.
to a big furry heap.
Cool. Okay. I remember I used to get to kill things. Halvor, it's you.
And if I was going somewhere, I was running. Why did he not move? For some reason, dragging him didn't work. So that is my movement, and I will go ahead and attack. So no fairy fire. I'm going to go ahead and attack recklessly then.
Okay.
It's pretty
Worth
reckless.
It looks unhappy. Blood pours freely from most of its side. That one seemed to be very pathetic damage compared to the
Yeah.
first.
Well, I only get one brutal strike around.
Yeah. So your less brutal strike makes a second much smaller cut above it. But still, as your big crit comes swinging in,
As it comes in, what? Oh.
Snow thunder.
yes.
And I yell out in giant, "Sing so that who?" And I'm yelling out to it, "Drop the boy and live."
Big man Halvor.
Anything else from you?
I also bonus action hide.
You grab the boy and live.
No, but it's like an ambush. He like suddenly disappears into the blizzard, into the snow.
I just drop prone and I just bury myself. No, I don't. I'm not going to do that.
Gets a spade out, starts digging a hole.
Okay, Barthandelis.
This wolf hasn't moved that was above us, or did Cora kill it?
Dead.
Dead. Then
Down
I
at the
will.
bottom of the cliff.
Okay. Then, as I kind of like look above, can I guess we can't see anything.
No.
Then I will scamper back down, go to the other cliff, and say, Casper, Eric, come with me. And I will wait for them to come round.
You fucking cunt. Happened back onto the map.
Well, no, I mean it's gonna be. I imagine whatever's gonna happen with Halvor and this final wolf is gonna be between them two. We can't even see where they are at, can we? So.
Okay. Halvor. The wolf drops the boy hard on the floor and continues running without him. You have watched him move bit by bit and declared no attack of opportune, so he will move and then he will double move and he disappears into the blizzard ahead, leading a terrified, shivering, ice-covered boy on the floor in front of you, who basically tries to crawl away in hysterical panic through the snow.
I sheathe my axe and I'm just gonna go down to him and be like, "It's okay," and I just kind of extend my hand in a friendly gesture.
Jeez.
You two are touched by fire, sir. Kinsman.
He just kind of like frantically shies away from your hand and just cries out in a language you don't know, just rapidly trying to climb backwards.
I, from my backpack, will find a blanket and make to offer it to him.
Make me a persuasion check with advantage.
But disadvantage because it smells like sweaty werewolf from that other dude.
He reaches out and snatches it and throws it around his shoulders, but keeps trying to get up and rapidly walk backwards from you.
I step back 5 feet and I'm just gonna kind of like beckon. This way. Come on.
He looks around behind him out into the darkness that the wolf has just headed into, and then gives a bit of a jump and starts walking. Keeping a bit of distance between you, watching you very warily with a blanket. He looks, he is shivering. He's shivering so much that it's like almost affecting his ability to walk. He's just like vibrating as he's going, and he is not moving very fast. He's at a bit of a hobble.
I feel his pain. Yes. how I feel right now.
As I lead him back towards the group, I'll also fish out some rations and give him a portion.
What sort of rations are you giving him?
Scraps of jerky and, berries and shit.
Yeah.
Not actual shit, but I will delete a set from my inventory.
Okay, yeah.
We all regrouped?
Yeah.
Okay. I've only ever noticed this on prestidigitation before. You can chill, warm, or flavor, and in my head it's always liquid, but it just says non-living material.
No, you can make your Mingan rations be absolutely.
But it's non-living material, so I'm going to make the blanket. Does he look like he's cold still with the blanket on him?
He is,
I'm going to turn
absolutely. He's been submerged in ice water.
I'm going to warm the blanket. I'm going to make him like a little thermal blanket that kind of like warms. Yeah, little electric blanket.
He seems very blissfully overwhelmed by it and just goes down to both knees and wraps it tightly around him, just has his eyes closed and tears pouring down his face.
But Andros, do you still have the tongues? Can you understand him?
He speaks Druidic, right?
I mean, I'm not sure if it was Druidic or something akin to Druidic.
Okay.
Yeah.
But perhaps...
I understand him, and I look at him, and he understands me. Hey, kid. And I'll kind of like kneel down.
You are lowlanders.
Yeah, we are. But I think we're about as close to your kin as most lowlanders can be. This one here, well, she walks with the mark of the Huntress, the Ladies Three.
Who are the Ladies Three?
You might know them by different people, and I will,
The Great Huntress, yes.
Yeah. There's, well, some believe there's 3 of them. The Huntress is the one that I guess you might know. The other being the Weaver and the Seeker.
The mention of the other 2, he seems a bit nonplussed. We definitely recognise, responds to the name of the Huntress.
My friend here, she's here on business for the Huntress. We walk with her cause. And she said it's for us to seek out and look after your people. Do you think you can help us?
What do you need from me? We were just out hunting.
We're the rest of your party.
And he just goes into fresh tears. He tries to almost like half slaps himself out of. He seems sort of like thump himself in the chest a couple of times. I'd say this kid is maybe 7 or 8. Mm-hmm. He's much younger than say even Caspian looks. He's like, we were hunting for wolves, and we found a lowlander camp and abandoned, and we had to rest there for the night. But then the devil wolf.
The Black Wolf from the lowlands? Strahd?
What? No, the devil dog with the dagger for a tail. Killed my mother and everyone.
I'll relay this now to the group because obviously they can understand me, and I can understand him, but I'll kind of like explain what's happened and kind of look to everybody.
Is it one of those things where every time he says something to you, you kind of repeat it in your answer to him?
Yeah.
What do you mean, blah, 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 blah?
Do we have any idea of what he's describing? Any familiarity?
No. I can
This-
safely say no.
This creature, it wanders these mountains.
He just nods, looking around, and all like the shadows around you at the edge of the lake. It has
Yours.
for hundreds of years.
Lindsay just turned to me and was like, "How long's it been there?" And then you immediately said, "Hundreds of years."
All right.
Pepperoni.
You know me too well.
Not tonight,
You're-
I have a headache.
No, you know Alex too well.
Ooh, go on.
Your people, they were all definitely killed. None of them were taken away.
Taken. No, it just devoured them. Right there.
Do you have more people, more clan?
In the village. We've more in the village. But I don't even know the way properly. Just goes back into more tears. Well, thanks, kid. Good luck.
I cast fireball underneath the ice and sink him. Hey, you're with us now. Okay, we'll help you find your people. We'll help you get back. You stay with us. You'll be safe. All right?
Make me a persuasion with advantage.
Or don't.
Because
Stay
he
out
can't
here on the ice
on his
on
own.
your own. Persuasion with advantage.
If you got more than one with advantage, then you
Does he seem unrelenting? He doesn't seem keen.
He nods slowly.
Okay. Okay. I don't need to use my charm person spell for now then. Because I got my eyes of charming.
1 second, kid. I'm just gonna put these glasses on.
No, I've always got them on now. I always wear them. I'm always wearing them. Yeah.
Oh, do you?
What? Yeah, why?
Let me just check something. You then, sorry, I don't think this actually affected you in this fight, Bartandalis. You would... Let me just check. Yes, you would not have disadvantage on ranged attacks and spells. As
Oh,
you are
really?
as you're wearing eye protection.
Oh!
I just double checked, just confirmed they are lensed glasses. Lens glasses and goggles make you exempt.
Well, then.
I think everything you did was save. But Halvor was like, I need them back. So the boy just try and get back into it. Like, yeah, I don't. We have to go through the forest, and then there are the hidden entrance behind the waterfall. It is
All
about
right.
two days to Yedrag.
Okay. Well, is there anywhere around here you know that we might rest for the night? We've been traveling for a while. We could do with resting and eating.
We just, since the day died, we just move as much as we can. What is your business here? Are you here to bring the day back?
Yeah, that's pretty much our intention. We'll talk more on it when we reach the village. Speak with your people, see how we might help them and how they might help us. Does that sound fair?
Yes.
And you said he'd like kind of fallen to his knees and like wrapped himself up. I'm gonna kind of like slowly stand up and I'm gonna like try and help him back onto his knees and say, "I'm Bartandalus. What's your name?"
He gets up himself, not seeming to want to remove his hands from the toasty cocoon.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I was like kind of hands on the shoulder, kind of.
Oh, okay. Kaldur.
Kaldur.
Mm-hmm. Kaldur. Correct.
Come I can spell when you read it out. Nice. Alright, Kaldur, this is Cora, Halvor, Sir Eric. Then I kind of like died quickly. Yeah, Caspin and Esmeralda.
His eyes definitely linger on Sir Eric. What is he?
A friend. Don't worry about it. He looks different, but he's here to help bring the day back as well.
The village would not allow him in.
That's alright. He's used to standing around waiting.
If there is any humour in your comment, it is lost on Kaldur. He looks nonplussed.
And I look around and then look to Cora. Think you can find us somewhere for the night?
Should I be able to find us somewhere for the night?
I don't know.
Just
You can try.
I mean, yeah, I'll give it a go. I'm not sure how tracking will necessarily allow me to find somewhere to stay, but sure.
It's literally part of survival. I think it's described
How
in
is
like... You've been doing it for like...
DM,
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
does Cora have disadvantage on her survival with
She
the
does
blizzard?
not.
Okay.
But maybe she was AFK and would have liked to have known about the goggles.
Yes, well, I'm going to take the goggles off and I'm going to hand them over to Cora and say, look, you don't need to attune yourself to them, but as this blizzard kicked in, it's only now I'm starting to realize, 9 hours later, that I don't seem to be as impeded by the snow. Keeps it out of my eyes. So for you, they're just useful goggles, I guess.
He does not have eyes. He has empty sockets.
Oh, no disadvantage then.
Seems fair.
Off we go then, kids. Do we know where that came from?
Sounds like it came to the north, and Kaldur screams and steps into the middle of you all.
I take it that's probably the scary pointy-tailed dog thing, hey?
And then I look at him and say, I take it that's the scary pointy-tailed dog thing, eh?
He nods. And just
What did you call it?
Just grabs onto like the edge of your winter clothes, Bartandalus, and just steps a bit closer.
Sure. Alright. Does it have a name? The devil dog?
The dagger dog.
The dagger dog.
The devil dagger dog.
The devil dagger dog of...
That damn dirty devil dagger dog.
Ken Dog's dad's dirty devil dog. Dead. Right. Let's get off this ice that we're not actually on.
Let's go!
So, Cora, if you are looking to find a suitable place to make camp,
Which I can do
give us
very
a
well.
survival check. Yeah, looking around, you manage to find a bit of a overhang in the rock. That bit of a tight squeeze, but you could get a couple of bed rolls or maybe 2 tents side by side under, without any, and maybe a little campfire going as well.
This looks like a good place as any.
Yeah. All right. It's not like enclosed enough that the tents would necessarily hold up in the wind, DM, or what do you think?
Up
against the rock?
Yeah.
Right, cool. Question, DM, with my scrolls, because I was like, oh, I want to put the Master Cure one in my. Can I have my scrolls? I've got like 4 of them. Can I put them in my wizards, and just like slotted into my wizards thingy, so I've got access to them?
You could store. Yeah, you could store them there. Yeah.
Cool. Just because they're always in my bag of holding, it's like I'm not using an action to get them out and then another action to use them, so they just never get used. But that's cool. Okay, cool.
In Fantasy Grounds, I used to write in the location section that anything I really wanted was in my pocket, rather than backpack.
Everything's in your pocket. 10-foot pole pocket.
Only
Very
reasonable
pockets, fucking
items.
pockets.
Are you going to attempt to build a campfire?
Depends how close we are. We've not got. Have we got anything for like digging? We didn't get a shovel or anything, did we?
I don't think we have fuel.
No, we did get fuel. We definitely bought fuel. I'm sure we did.
What form did you? What form did your fuel take? Because I don't remember it. Unless you're burning rope.
No.
We just pulled the fuel out of the lake.
Shit balls.
A handful of torches. Actually, I don't have very many torches, apparently.
Got torches. I've got some oil.
I mean,
Oil.
there's a tree right next to you on my map.
Oh, is that a real tree? Is that actually on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's use this tree.
A tree. I mean, like living wood.
I mean, I have like magic that makes fires, so I guess it would just. I guess it would. If it'll
your
burn.
makes fires, does it have to have fuel?
Wow. Let's go back to school. What does a fire need?
Oh, sorry. Did they teach me about magic at school? No, they didn't.
We talk about how fire works.
It needs fuel, oxygen, and an ignition.
They
DM.
just said that they've got magic that makes fire.
But it only lights a campfire, so it's not magical fire. It's not like my create bonfire. It will ignite a fire. So I think it would. If it's something that is flammable and would burn, then I imagine it would be able to make a campfire from it. Don't you, DM?
You can certainly use that as an attempted reagent for a fire.
We should probably take a little extra firewood now that we've realized how much we're going to be stuck out in the snow, freezing cold.
Good
That's a
point.
good idea.
Okay, you guys put the tents up. I'll try and fell this tree with my hand axe.
With my hands.
Just goes up and pushes it over.
I was imagining like a karate chop kind of move.
Cora, before we do this, you should definitely get arrows.
Yes, before we go very far, I would like to get all of my arrows back.
While we were in a location with all of the nice big dead animals. Yes.
Yes. Yes, you can recover the arrows that you spent. Don't think you missed any attacks, and they were all very big creatures.
Indeed. How many was that? Like 5?
Yes.
Halvor, make me 3 attacks.
Can I make them reckless?
Of course.
Blah!
Targeting a winter wolf.
Pretty good job, really. You'd have fucking dropped the axe so far. Fucking hell. A tree comes down with a heavy crash. On the 3rd strike, and you have to give it a bit of a kick afterwards to actually topple it. But yeah, a tree is down.
Yeah, split it up into more manageable chunks so that we've got some for the bag of holding and some for the fire tonight. Oh, would you look at that?
Where are you putting the fire?
I think
Well,
we have to dig a hole.
Yeah, if our tents are in this kind of section, then a space or two away from that.
Like here?
Sure.
Okay.
Telling me you don't have ready-to-go tent assets from the mad cartographer.
He hasn't made any, or if he has, he hasn't
Fucking
given
hell.
any.
You've got full access to all my assets, so there is a tent in there. You're just a fucking liar. I literally released my frost pack, which had like 8 tents in it. You prick. We could have been up here with sleds and everything, guys.
Hey, I have got those frost. You're gonna come a field. Tomorrow we will cross a field of partially skinned elk.
We must go across the lake with the dragon's mouth coming out of it.
Oh, just wait until we get to this kid's village. It's going to be full of yurts.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's under behind a waterfall, so maybe not.
So yeah, how are you starting the fire?
With magic.
Nice. So yeah, it goes on and the flames lick up, but then they start to struggle under the onslaught of the blizzard, and your campfire is quickly doused by heavy snowfall.
I'll keep putting it out. I'll keep reigniting it. Yeah, as soon as it goes out. We're just signaling people by accident all across the thing. I mean, it's buried in the snow a little bit, you know, so the wind wouldn't be too bad. I mean, is it just like the heavy onslaught of snow?
Yeah, this is like fucking ropes of snow coming down.
Oh, maybe we just need to put a tent over the top of it then.
Yes, that never went bad.
See, if you had 4 10-foot poles, you could have put a roof over it.
Yeah, just there with our little marquee. Yeah, I kind of figure the tents aren't like kind of our tents with a ground sheet and everything. They're like old tents with just like the walls, I would always presume.
But basically, buddy, bivvies.
Yeah, so they'll have a bare floor, won't they?
Oh yeah, totally.
Maybe we should erect a tent over this.
Oh, feel free to erect whatever you like.
And I will start kind of putting the tent together and get Caspin and the young boy to help me as well, to keep us warm, moving instead of just sitting here.
Yeah. A spring to action.
And I'm kind of like subtly kind of like touching my holy symbol so often, kind of placing a hand and casting guidance, kind of like chanting some words and casting guidance on the kid. So he's like doing really good and he feels like really confident helping.
Are you trying to conceal this?
I mean, he doesn't necessarily understand what the fuck I'm doing anyway, so I'm not overly concerned about it.
Okay. You have amateur magics. So yes, a small camp is made. Let me get some campfire noises on. What are we all doing once that's sorted? Are we bedding down?
So is the little lad still awake?
Yeah, God, no one's settled down to sleep yet.
Cool. I would like to ask, is Barty still able to speak to him? Have we still
I've got an hour on it. I don't think we'll have quite hit the hour yet.
Cool. I would like to request that Barty asks whether or not he's seen any other people, or any of his folk have talked of any other people coming past.
And I ask him that. Have you seen any folk? Especially you said you came across the Lowlander camp. Any sight of them?
The camp was empty. When we got there, I just left some supplies. We were going to bring it all back to Yedrag, but then the dagger dog attacked, and I just fled.
Is this being relayed to me?
Yeah.
Ask him whether or not the blood that was in the camp was his people, or was it there before?
I asked the question.
He seems a bit confused. What do you mean?
The people that were in the camp that you found, we know them. We're trying to find them. We found a lot of blood in the camp.
There were no people in the camp when we got to
No. Was there blood?
No, not until...
Yeah, I understand. And I look at Cora and shake my head. It was his
Cora
people,
looks
not
amazingly
yours.
relieved.
Not too relieved. Phew, your parents that died, not my friend.
Well, you know. They're my people.
Nah. Say, look, we're gonna all settle down for the night. Me being able to speak to you now, this isn't something I can always do. This is magic. Do you understand magic?
A little.
Probably kind of thing, I don't know, one of your elders or shaman can do. Kind of like special
Kyle could, yes, but he did not come back from the giving.
Which one was Kyle?
Cryo was the big antler dude that got stamped into the fucking swamp.
Oh, yeah.
Cryo, right. Then yes, similar to how he could do things, I imagine it's the same thing.
World's largest tent.
After a little while, you won't be able to understand me, and we won't be able to understand you. But if you can try and guide us as much as you can, tell us everything you know about how to find your village, it will help us. So I'm going to try and get him to kind of like guide me. I'm going to try and draw like little maps or something like that, and try and get some directions before my spell runs out.
Yeah, he explained. I'm trying to think. So yeah, he sort of gives rough guidelines of we travel up the pass for a day, and then we will enter the silent graves, and we must be quiet in the silent graves, or the frozen dead will rise. And beyond that. Beyond that, snowfields, and then the ruins that contain the waterfall, and beyond that, Yedrag. We will be stopped at the waterfall. I will have to gain us entry. They will recognize me.
All right.
They may be looking for us. If the chieftain has not returned. He looks sad.
Your father was the chieftain?
My mother.
Your mother?
Yeah, yes, sexist man.
Cryo was I thought Cryo was a chieftain, so that's why I went with being the men, because men are superior, what?
The mad cartographer, everybody.
Yep.
Right. What was your mother's name?
I couldn't actually find that note before. I'll tell you later. Let's say Susan for now. I've got it written down.
Susan.
Well, she just happened to be quite butch.
Is there anything that you need to do, any words you need to say that your people would say to honor your dead?
Not without her body. And I don't think... He looks sad for a moment and tries to tries to sort of, puff himself up a little bit. He's like, We will not. There are no words for her until she is avenged, but I am far from grown yet. So her words will have to wait until I am a man.
And I nod.
The devil dog has killed many. My mother will not be the last.
And I look around at our group. And I'm kind of like explaining. Do you know, actually, no, this last bit I probably wouldn't say out loud, but then I look at him like, she might be. And I kind of smile slightly. Not too much, slightly.
Never has a greater hunter existed on these mountains. Many with bold words have set out. But thank you. Sir Eric.
What? What? I missed that bit. completely.
What in your
happened?
butt? What's up?
What was he just saying about her?
That she was the greatest hunter.
As in the huntress?
No, since she's just a great hunter.
No, he
it's
said
her
that
people,
sorry,
they're on the mountain.
he said that the dagger dog was the greatest hunter. On
Oh,
the mountain,
Ah.
and many have set off over generations to kill it and failed.
I interpreted it as he is the son of the huntress, but that's clearly not the case.
This is you trying to put together druidic as he's saying it. You kind of like,
No wonder I'm so confused.
and then I'm looking at Cora's
how?
like face
But
drop.
how?
I'm like, no.
How
no,
do you
Cora.
even get access to spaghetti on this mountain?
Is Skoda? Okay.
No.
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh,
she
okay.
didn't.
Still just zits.
Yeah. She just gave you a load of estrogen.
Gee, thanks.
Okay. I'm gonna get ready for bedding down. and as we all start sleeping, Cora's wolves just fucking get us in the night.
We sent them away, no!
Yeah, not that far away from here though. Oh, fucking hell, here they come.
At least there were an hour still left virtually when I sent them away.
So, what is the arrangement for the night?
I mean, Cora probably likes to sleep with the boys, as we've established. She wants to sleep with the small boys.
That's clearly not the case.
It's not what you said like every other session prior to this. It's ridiculous.
I think you'll find that I've been after everything but the male party members.
I didn't say the male party members. I said the boys, the children.
Any boys are not Cora's thing. Although that's never actually been said outright. Maybe she does.
So
have other
heterophobic.
tendencies.
I know.
Maybe she just hasn't met the right man yet.
And are you the right man, Hannibal?
Wow, no need to laugh.
That was a cackle.
I know. God, Morgantha lives.
Oh god, she cackles worse than that sometimes. So presumably the girls and the kid who I've already forgotten the name of, and me, Bartandless, and Caspian.
Well, where does the kid feel comfortable sleeping? Does he want to sleep with Sir Eric?
I will look after the
You're the person
child.
that you can talk to.
But
Well, he's not going to
can't,
have to talk to me in about 10 minutes, so...
Yeah,
it's not gonna matter.
he will go with Bartandless.
Okay.
No, wait, he's a priest. Don't do it, son. He'll bless you.
Caldor, for my own memory purposes.
Okay. I will... you said we're in... Well, I don't know. I will go out and I will do my ritual for setting up an alarm spell around I'll cast my tent spell. Modern Canaan's faithful
Nice.
tent.
Wouldn't Sir Eric be out keeping watch?
Yeah, I'm going to cast the alarm around Sir Eric in case he gets
Sir
attacked.
Eric's just in your tent, just like, so what do we talk about?
Should we braid each other's hair?
Do you have any
Oh, it's come out in my hand.
Do you think Alvo likes me?
Let us play Dream Phone.
I think you should try it, see what happens.
Well.
Alvor is so dreamy.
As we're bedding down, like, are we explaining to Calder, like, asking him where does he want to sleep?
Yeah, he
What's
will.
that?
He will opt to remain with you and Halvor.
Okay, and then I will say, did he tell me the name of his chief? Oh, his mother was the chieftain. I'll say,
Susan for now.
Susan. Susan for now was your, you are Caldor for now? She's chieftain for now? Who is the, without your...
Caldor Cavanos.
Is that really his name, Caldor Cavanos?
Yes.
Is that not the spear dude?
No, that was Kavan.
Cavanos. Why do I feel like this is like a joke name and I've not worked it out?
It's not.
Oh, okay. Cavanos. Have we heard Cavanos before?
Yeah. Literally all of the druid boys you met had the last name
Were they all Cavanos?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's their clan name. Okay.
Yeah.
You have to take into account that for the majority of the time that we were with them, we heard it once, and then they were all just unnamed token in the fucking sheet, so I could never remember the names. It took me long enough to remember Kavan.
I mean, Cryal.
Cryal, yeah, there you go. Took me long enough. Are they all K's as well?
Yeah.
Oh my! Why?
No, they were Odo.
Oh yeah, they were.
In fact, I can just search for Cavanos.
I'm not that bothered. It's fine.
Cryal, Nolion, Odo, and Schreial.
No, Leon. So I say to Caldor, say who is in charge of your people now, your clan, without your mother?
There will be, when I take back the news, there will be challenges. And then a new chief.
Do you need me to let any of them know where you are, what has happened? I'm able to.
We will be there in 2 days. It's best I explain.
I agree.
We will-
Perhaps creating
we will not
infighting before you're there would not be a good idea.
He nods.
But Andros,
Yes.
before we bed down, I don't suppose you still have the ability to remove curses.
I do.
Curious. I'm not feeling as terrible as I was a few days ago, but I'm feeling weaker and more drained than ever. I was wondering if perhaps it was some kind of curse that might be removed. I can't really tell for sure, but it's worth a try.
Frightened the
Ooh.
life out of me. I thought that was actually outside our house.
You can tell she's wearing the good headphones.
And I kind of like look up as you say that, like maybe somebody doesn't want you to have it removed. Maybe this is part of your tests, part of your punishment.
It seems that way. He said that not all challenges can be solved via strength, and yet I feel like all the challenges that are put in front of me are ones that require martial prowess, you know?
I don't know. You tried to be diplomatic with the wolves before you found out that they were lying to us. I mean, I can try and remove it if you like, but
I think you're right. I fear that maybe it would return the vengeance.
But yeah, just in general, it's something I fortunately still have available to me without the dawn.
I'll bear that in mind.
I have had a bunch of baller spells that I've never needed to use the entire campaign, and then in preparation for I don't even know why, because I think I prepped them pre-winery fight in preparation for coming up to Selenka, thinking, oh yeah, I might need them for some cool stuff. And then I've just got them locked in forever. It's like, well, thankfully they've been useful so far. Oh dear. Right then. Then we shall bed down.
And you just sit and having Sir Eric take watch?
Yeah, setting up the alarm spell around him.
He trudges off to the north, up the path, out of sight, and return. Well, several minutes later, from a rocky outcrop above you, you all just hear
I shall take watch here.
And we settled down for a beautiful sleep.
Do you kill the fire, or do you let it keep burning in the night?
Kill the fire. Don't want anybody coming at us while we're while we're slipping. As I am bedding down.
Wrap my arm around the little boy. Come here, child.
Why are you so creepy, Cora? Gee.
You're the priest, mate, not me.
Oh wow! I'm sorry, DM. I feel this is inappropriate. I feel triggered, and this is behaviour that is inappropriate for D&D.
What's it triggering in you? Do you want to talk about it?
Oh, she's still going, DM. She's still going. So whilst I've kind of got kind of Caspian kind of snuggled in one side and got Caldo snuggled in the other, I've got my arms around him. I'm going to cast Mage Hand for a third hand. No!
Right.
And just to close the tent and keep it held shut so that there's no wind getting in, because I don't want the boys to get cold, because they've got no clothes on, so they might be cold.
Jesus Christ.
As you are getting ready to sleep, as you're doing this with Caspian and Caldor, Caspian turns to you and opens his mouth and...
Please stop quicker, please.
So
we're going to leave it this week.
He will cast Big B's hand. That was far too much build up for that. Trying to get it.
It really was.
I had to give him spell slots and all sorts.
Just was not worth it, DM. Was not worth it. Okay.
Yeah, so settling down.
I'm going to use a ritual and cast Magic Mouth.
He's already got it.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Sending. And I'm just going to send a little message to Anya. Hope everything's okay in Vallaki. We're up the Selenka. It's tough. But we'll be back soon.
Try not to tarry. There is a lot of unrest in Vallaki with the sun being gone.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cast spell off.
You what, sorry?
I'm just going to cast the spell so it takes the spell
Yeah.
slot.
As you're all settling to sleep, Cora, as you're beginning to drift, you suddenly feel a very cold hand pressed down over your mouth. And then you...
Can I see anything?
No. Your eyes won't open. And you just hear a...
Your friends are dead. Only I may bring them back.
And
Do I recognise that voice? Is that Sir Eric?
And you find that you can speak and you can sit up. And Esmeralda is asleep next to you. And your mouth and chin still feel very cold.
Is the tent open? Like, can I see the
No,
tent
it's
leaving
still-
if someone's just left or anything?
No. It's still closed.
Did I recognise the voice?
No.
God. I would like to step or open the tent and see whether I can see any footprints on the ground around the tent.
Hit me a survival check. As you do immediately poke out, you hear from
Above you. What is the matter?
There was someone in my tent. Did you see anybody?
You dream. I have been sat here watching. Nobody has approached
I didn't
your
dream.
tent.
They held their hand over my mouth. They said that my friends were dead.
That may be true. But nobody has approached your tent. I've been sat here stared at the embers. None of you have moved since you went into your tents. That beast cries,
Can I see any footprints?
Nope.
Other than our own?
Nothing other than your... And with the speed with snow's coming down, even those are almost gone.
Return to your sleep. You shall need your rest in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, if there's nobody around and knowing that various people have been spoken to over the time and also remembering what Harris was saying in his journal, Cora presumes that there is no physical being that is currently posing any threat. But that being said, she's going to go to sleep with her silver short sword next to her.
Okay. Anything else anybody else wants to do before we bed down for the night?
Hella sleeping.
Slipping.
Okay. We will call that a long rest,
We got through the night.
during which Kaldor will lose 1 level of exhaustion. And that's a good place to call it. So we will
Super.
start our next session. We thought we were still on for the 22nd, didn't we?
Oh, hold on. My wife is up. I will find out momentarily, but I'll let everybody know in what. See whether I am or I'm not available.
Well, it looks like we might all be getting our Christmas bubbles broken anyway.
Well, I mean, we could do a different day, potentially.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I was
I'm
like-
game. But yeah,
Right then.
thank you very much for a good session. I'll speak to you all in WhatsApp shortly.
Thank you for a good session, DM.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was another awesome session. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Do you want to say anything to our view? Even one of our viewers is saying thank you for the session. Sophia
Aw.
Halvor says thank you for the session.
You're welcome.
Their core is like, who the fuck Sophia? Fuck Sophia. It's some girl, you know.
She just gave me exactly that look.
No, I didn't.
Right. Goodbye all. I will now end the stream.
Bye all. www.madcatphotographer.com.
Bye, Sophia.